Hi, in this video I'm going to talk about how to turn off your brain chatter, or at least turn it down in volume a bit. And it's normal for our minds to buzz, but it's also distracting. All sorts of things buzz through your mind, and sometimes they're good, sometimes ideas pop in your head, so that's fantastic. Other times it's just as though you're going into a room where everyone is trying to make their voices heard and no one does, but it's difference is it's in your head. So here are some ideas to, well, basically turn off or reduce your mind chatter. Probably reduce it would be a better headline, but let's go with it. And start by having a conversation with yourself. The voice is in your head, so you might as well have a chat with it. Probably not out loud, because otherwise people think you're a little bit weird. But talk to it, help it to relax, help it to sort of chill out, help it to slow down, because that's often our mind chatter is really babbling away. And just actually give it a reason to think that it's actually being listened to, because it is. Your voice is in your head, and there's a good chance you are actually listening to them, but quite often you don't acknowledge. Again, it's like that great big room with everyone trying to make their voices heard. Not everyone's going to know that's to happen, so quite often they'll shout louder, and that's what your mind's doing in the brain chatter, mind chatter side of things. So take a minute or two out just to chat with it. Say, look, yeah, I hear what you're saying, loud and clear probably, or at least loud, and yeah, let's work on it, but at the moment I've got this other thing I need to concentrate on. Come back. Let's set aside some time to have a chat. Write things down more often as well, because another reason that your brain chatters away is that it thinks you won't remember them, and yeah, that's probably right. Writing things down is a good way of basically finding things, even if it's filed forever. There's a filing system called First In, Never Out, and writing things down can be a bit like that. So even if you never go back to the journal or the piece of paper you wrote things down on, I'd suggest a journal, but I've used pieces of paper before as well, and again, it can work quite nicely. Um, they stay folded up in a pocket, and they get more and more disintegrated as they go, and then the next piece replaces them. But it's good because you can go back to them. You have to find which sheet it was on, but your mind thinks, okay, he's taken notice, she's taken notice, and I can always go back to it. So it's filed, it's written down, there's a permanence about it, even though actually there probably isn't. But writing it down helps your mind get things off its mind. Start meditating as well, because that's another way of just chilling out generally. You can meditate simple as just sitting down in a comfortable position, closing your eyes, or not closing your eyes, focusing on a candle or a spot on the wall or on the ceiling or whatever. Maybe chanting a mantra, maybe not. Or do like I do and put on an MP3 track that's designed to take your mind down very, very fast to a meditative state. And what I've found, I've been doing that kind of thing for well over a decade now, and it works. You're chilled. Um, Nowadays, the one I listen to is about an hour. I don't usually listen to all of it, but I personally put it on just before I go to sleep, so it just helps me unwind. But there are tracks out there now that just last 10 minutes, and they're really good. They'll get you down to the same kind of state it takes me an hour to without having to spend the time, and it's chill. You can also change the voice in your head and where it is, so it doesn't have to be in your head. It sounds weird, but it's your voice, you're creating it. No one else can hear it, probably, hopefully. So you can turn the volume down. You can change its tonality, so if you don't want to take it too seriously, it could be Mickey Mouse for the day. And you can do that. You can change where it is, so it can be, instead of being in your head, it can be on the tip of your fingernails, down your toes, coming from your stomach if you're hungry. All those different things, and it can be there, and you can change its volume as well. So try that. It can be quite a fun game, actually. You could even get your mind on board with that and say, look, I'm going to play around with you, so find out what works best for both of us. Break state. That's another fantastic way of turning off your brain chatter. Just do something else. It could be as simple as walking to the water cooler, making a cup of coffee, going out for a walk around the block, anything like that. Anything to just break state, change what you're currently doing, because it gives you and your mind chatter time to take stock and work out whether what's happening is what should be happening. And if you'd like some free gifts, including various meditation tracks and hypnosis tracks and things like that, click the link below this video and I'll send you them, and they'll help you just to, the meditations and things will help you to chill out, and they're free. Okay, there's chargeable extras because that's how these things work, but in case your mind's chattering and saying, what's he talking about? How can it be free? The actual things I'd list are free and they're there for the grabs, but they'll help you, all of this, those different quick exercises will help you turn off your brain chatter, or at least turn down the volume of it. Go for it and report back in the comments below if it's all helped for you or if you've got any other ideas and helpful suggestions. Thanks for watching.